Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2, Quarter Mile Combat Vets. We're here at a friend's shop. Don't mind the parrot noise in the background. Anyways, so today we're talking about tools. Where do you get your tools?
Well, the cheapest place to get tools is definitely the flea market.
Yeah, flea market?
Without a doubt. Flea market. Always go to the flea market. They're cheap. You can find full rails of sockets, full sets of wrenches. If not, if you're looking for that one specific one that nobody can find, you could probably definitely find it there. And it's a lot cheaper than going to your nearest AutoZone, Napa, Craftsman, Snap-on.
Yeah, you have the money for that. I don't have the money for that.
I don't have the money for that.
So a lot of my tools I inherited. Ain't nobody got time for that, no. Okay, might have to edit that out.
Stupid.
Anyway, so later on, I'm going to be going to the track. He's going to hit the gym. And I'm going to teach you guys how to bracket race.
Are we doing it?
Ready?
Whatever.
Okay, so we're going to go back down. If you can come over here and take a look. So we're going to explain to you the tree.
Oh, too late. Get it. Oh! 13.5. I'm way off.
Okay.
Pretty close, but still moving quick. 11:57 there.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how the tree works. Okay, follow me.
In the Jersey Mule.
Keep going. Come on, keep going.
In the Pepsi Lane. 66 Chevelle.
Okay, so what you're going to see are the first top 2 bulbs light up. That's called your pre-stage. Once you hit those first 2 bulbs, you have 7 inches until you hit the stage. Once you hit the stage, you have 2 inches before you push past the box. The other part that you need to know is there are 2 types of trees. One's called the sportsman, the other one's called the pro tree. The sportsman tree goes 3, 2, 1, and then green. The pro tree lights all 3 yellow bulbs at the same time and then goes green.
I hate pro tree.
Normally, on the sportsman tree, you want to leave on the 3rd yellow. With the pro tree, for the most part, you leave exactly the same instant you see all 3 bulbs come on at the same time. So we're going to go down the starting line and show you how it goes. We'll see you in a minute. So with bracket racing, you're racing yourself. You put the dial in and how fast you think your car is going to go, and you run that fast. Now if you run too fast, what happens is you break out. That prevents sandbagging. So if you run a 13-second dial in and you run 1290, you're out. But if you run a 1301 and the guy next to you ran a 1304, you win because you beat him to the end of the track. Now, you have to factor in that your reaction time counts. So if you beat that guy's reaction time by, say, 7/100ths of a second, you get 7/100ths of a second on the big end. That helps you win.
Versus a 57 Bel Air.
So we have 1198 dial-in and a 1248 dial-in. You'll see how they take off
on the Bel Air.
Big buck doing 455 per power.
Remember, you ain't got to be fast to win.
Yeah. Deputy 1 block 400 per power.
Come on, let's go. Run him down. Yep. Bel Air's got it. Yep. So the Bel Air took it. The Bel Air didn't bust out, and the Bel Air didn't get beat by the other guy. That's an automatic win, for the Bel Air. Now we're going up next. Next we got a 1230 dialing in versus the 1205. This is going to be a real quick race.
I got the Camaro, he's got Mopar.
Oh, he's deadlining! Mopar still got it. Mopar still got it, didn't bust out, but he red lit. So what he did on the tree was he took off before he got the green light.
Premature acceleration happens to the best of us.
Want to know why he knows a lot about it? Because he's done it a lot.
Yes, I have.
He can say whatever the hell he wants. I don't care.
Oh, what we got here? Ooh, look at this little Firebird. Now, because there's an odd number of cars, this guy gets a buy run. You always hope you get a buy run in eliminations.
You can't bust out on a buy run. You can't bust out, but you can red light. But that's if he gets overzealous and doesn't wait for his green light.
All he has to do is break the beams.
Wait for it to
Now,
turn.
here's a good point.
Wait for it to turn green and go. That's all you got to do.
Now here's a good point to talk about the burnout. So you see these guys do big smoky burnouts. For the most part, you don't need to do it. Really, all you got to do is clean the tires off and heat them up. So if they do a big smoky burnout, it's just for the crowd.
Oh, Mopar getting pushed inside. I don't like to see that. But oh, that might be. Ah! Yeah, I was looking at it. Way off. But you got a badass Mustang sitting right next to it.
All right, so now we're going to see what happens in the bracket race. Watch the tree.
29 here. Kurt Worsley and Lakewood, the race
Free stage.
772. He's going to dial into 11 points.
Stage.
He'll get a bit of a head start. Red. Worsley with a 006
So now you can see if you red light, your race is over. So don't go too fast, don't anticipate the light, wait for the third yellow, unless you're in the pro class, and you hit it as soon as you see those twin light up.
That Nova? That Nova pulled a 006 green. Wow, 006, almost cut a perfect light.
Perfect light is .000.
He went 006, .006, 6 thousandths of a second away from cutting a perfect light.
Now remember, I've lost races by 1/10,000th of a second because I thought the guy broke, so I let off, so I didn't break my car. Oops. Not bad so far. So I mean, if somebody were to donate an engine, then we could put that in the second car and still build a 350. And then we'd have two cars right off the bat.
Camp, we got to find a second train.
We got two sitting in the house.
Tickets.
Well, they're sitting in the barn. We got two.
If I can get,
We've also got another engine. It just has a spun rod.
I wish shifting transmission lucky was still around. If I can get hold of Lee and talk to him, that'd be. He could build a mean engine. I'm talking. He built one for his Pinto and one for his brother's Vega. That was insane. So, but anyway, bottom side, if we can get all that stuff, if we can get it all billet instead of forged or anything else, that's going to help us out on weight.
Oh yeah, but we don't need. I mean, we're not running that. That's what I'm saying. If we were going to get an engine like that, no, only if we get it balanced. It's got to be like really balanced. And we haven't got a tension, so we have to go get an actual racing engine. I was going to run a Mother Thumper in it. $200 on Amazon. No, it's $349 with the lifter. You can find a comp can. That is what you want. It's the comp Mother Thumper.
What? What's the lip on those things?
I don't know, it's a lot. But it's not too bad. It's street. It just has that. Oh, it's got a big load. Yeah. The Thumper is good, but the Mother Thumper is great. But like I said, that's why I wanted to check the cam numbers, the compression numbers, because I'd like to eventually throw a 671 blower on for the shock factor.
I know you guys like flying, being whatever you want to call it. I like passionate.
I just want a roots blower sticking out of the hood. That's all I care about. Roots blower. It could be Y and BDS. Could be.
I mean, we don't even have to do that to bust into the 12. We don't have to.
Oh, guys, no, they don't add that much horsepower. It's like I said, it's a shock factor. It's cool. It's the kids coming up in the car going, "Look, Daddy!" Put zoomies out the side.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Just dumping, just a good
dump it
4
out.
foot and then come back up on it.
Because what we can do is put motorcycle baffles in there so we can run on the street. I've been thinking about this because I had 14 days, 14 hours a day in a tractor doing this.
You know,
I had a lot of time to think.
I know you're redneck. You just want to really I know you're redneck. Might as well throw some cherry bombs on there for a thing.
Oh, hell no.
Cherry bombs.
I won't do that.
Followed by like a Series 40 Flowmaster.
And this is not the cherry bomb logo. This is Clay Smith Ham, Mr. Horsepower. Not Rush.
I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you.
Well, anyway, so here we are. We're at the track. We're going to talk to one of my bracket buddies here in a minute. What it just happened was we just talked to a guy. He might donate a car to our cause. So
possibly, if we get everything right. If we get everything right. Once we get everything right and really get this thing off the ground, we could be looking at something really huge. And like we said, we don't want this just to stay Colorado side. We want this to go nationwide. We want everybody to get in this. All combat vets. Then maybe at some point in time, the dream is to be able to bring us all together. Be like, hey, let's race. Let's have fun with this. But we're a far step away from that. So baby steps. What is it? Crawl, walk, run? I think that's what it is. Crawl, walk, run.
And it's raining. And I know the saying is, if it rained, we ain't training, but we're not training. We're drag racing. We don't want the rain. So we'll get you guys back here in a minute.
Raining, we ain't drag racing either, dipshit.
So we'll see you back here in a minute.
All right, welcome back. We're here with Adam Dory. We're going to ask him a couple questions about bracket racing. Not only is he a racer, he's also a fellow combat vet. So this could be a little bit interesting.
So you were deployed twice, and you've grown up around the community. You're a combat vet yourself. How does drag racing help you with PTSD personally?
Well, so it helps a ton. It gets you out of the house. It gets you some stuff to do. It gets you into a community that you've maybe lost from your military days. You know, you lose track of your military days. So now you got racing buddies.
Build up that brotherhood.
Build up that brotherhood. Exactly. You got buddies. You come up. You see them, a bunch of times. You go through a lot of the trials and tribulations. It's not obviously to the same, effect or whatever, but
controlled environment.
Exactly.
And it's a camaraderie, the same thing we get in the military. That's what drew me to drag racing years ago.
Absolutely.
And since I started drag racing again this year, my PTSD is virtually gone.
Right.
I don't know how it is for you, some of the other guys, but that's my experience.
For sure.
And so for the guys at home that just want to get into bracket racing, what's the best way to do it?
Best way to do it is get a car and go to the track. Best part with bracket racing is you can go up in a 22-second Geo or a 9-second Camaro. It doesn't matter what you've got. You've got a chance to win anything that you're behind the wheel, which is the best part. So just go out, go do it, go learn it, go make some passes, run down the track. That's the best thing. Figure out getting off the tree, getting a good reaction time, figure out getting the carpet system, things like that. And it's cool. It's a whole new progress where you got sort of your pace plan in the military, and you got to have your pace plan in your bracket race. So you got to know, if I don't hit that light, now what do I do? I know I got a bad light. Okay, now what? As you're going down the track, you're trying to figure it out. Okay, now what do I do? So yeah,
can I speed up enough without busting out?
Right, exactly.
And where's my adjustment at now?
Exactly. And see, for me, it was part of the mission. You had a mission again, and every single weekend you come out, it's another mission. Exactly. And it's another mission. Exactly. It's another mission.
And the nice thing with it is you start fresh every week, so you can do the worst you've ever done ever, and then come back the next week and go win them. And again, in a 22-second Geo, doesn't matter what you got, you can go win them.
Well, there was a guy a couple years ago that ran that 22-second Oldsmobile that killed everybody. He would hit his dial in and his reaction time every single time. 22-0 on a 22-0 dial.
Right, exactly.
Okay, granted, I've got to throw this in there. When you're going for adrenaline, 22 seconds, you're really not going to really tweak that adrenaline knob too high. It's not going to turn it to 11. You might get 6.
Right,
you might.
But your heart's still pumping out of your chest while you're watching that 12 or 11 second card zing past.
You got that 11-second car going, wah, he breaks out.
He's catching you looking in the rearview mirror going, what do I do now?
Exactly.
So let me ask you, when you're up there, when do you feel that adrenaline really kick? When you're staging? When you first hit that light?
As soon as you get in the car and hit the key.
Yep.
As soon as you hit the key. So you're way back here. And you turn the thing on and you're strapped in and you're holding the wheel and you're watching it all go down. And then it starts ramping up. And then you do your burnout. And then it's on. That's it.
And see, for me, because I started high school drags here 12 years ago. I think it was my first race here. Now maybe 14 years ago. But for me, it was every time, and in this drag strip, staging lanes come down and then there's a crosswalk. After that crosswalk, as soon as I hit that crosswalk, I told everybody, get away from me. I'm getting in the zone. And from then, your heart rate started building up and building up and building up. And after a couple of years of doing this, you could see the lights come on and then come off, and then come on and come off, because everything slowed down and your drone was pumping. And it didn't matter if you won or lost. You were having a good time. And now that's what was missing for me outside of combat, and outside of having a mission and a team of soldiers to train. And that's what I love about drag racing. It's the camaraderie, it's the brotherhood, it's how people help each other out. Because here, there's no politics. We drag race, that's what we do. Right. And we're all brothers doing the same thing, and sisters. Right, absolutely.
With that, once you're done, say if you didn't do something that you thought you were off, you thought your car's missing, something's wrong with the engine, you're not catching right, stuff like that. It's not like you come up here and everybody clams up. It doesn't help people out. I've got friends over here that are racing, like in different, granted, they're in different brackets. They'll come and they'll pick each other's brain, like, what do I do here? What do I do there? Hey, my car's missing on this. How do I adjust that? Where does that give and take come from? Everybody's up here. It's a community.
I've seen people in the past loan people they're racing the next round parts for their car. The guy that you're going to race against, here's a part for your car to get you back on the road and get you to where we can actually race. Because I don't want to win by default.
Exactly.
I want to win, and I want to feel that adrenaline.
Snake and the Mongoose.
Absolutely.
Perfect story.
Absolutely.
They were rivals on paper, but then at the end of the day, they come back, hey, brother, great job. Let's go do it again next
Exactly.
time.
Exactly.
And yeah, like I said, that's what we love about it. And if you can make it out to some of the national events with the NHRA's participating, some of the best times to go is actually your Test and Tunes and your ET series and your Super series to see. If you want to see just a lot of cars, a lot of cool cars, go to some of your Sportsman Nationals, and that's where you're going to see 1,000 cars. And it's just fantastic.
What are you racing? What is your?
I've got a 79 Malibu, and I run it in a class called King Street.
All right, what are you running in?
It runs 1260.
Okay, with what size?
It's got an LS1 stock cubic inch, 346 cubic inches. It's got a
Oh!
Chevy.
That's because,
Shut your face.
It's because I like to go fast and I don't like to work on it.
See, this is where we screw up. I love Mopar and Mustangs. Don't get me wrong, I love Mustangs too. I just despise Chevys.
Right. I like to go fast and I don't like to work on it.
I mean, if you're gonna put me in a Chevy Love and you're gonna make me go 12s, okay, whatever. I don't care at that point in time.
So I've got a total street car. I've done Drag Week in 2014, and I did Rocky Mountain Race Week in 2015 with my car. So it's a total street car. I drive it. Those races you have to go 1,000 street miles. You have to race it every day. So
I've heard about that. I've heard about that.
So is Mike Silver and David Freeberger is goofy off cameras?
they're awesome. Super awesome.
Love it.
Way fun. Way
So
fun.
what's your highest of highs on the drag strip? What's your highest of highs? What is you think your pinnacle, but you want to always beat it.
Right.
But right now, what is the best thing you've done on?
I won my class in Rocky Mountain Race Week. Got $1,000 cash money.
$1,000 cash money. That's insane. Just to have fun.
Right.
To
It's a
have
$300
fun.
buy-in. So I net $700 driving my car.
But now we talk about your highest of high. What's your lowest of lows?
Breaking the thing. I mean, throwing the rods out of it.
Does it hurt the worst when you're coming off the line or when you're like down at drag strip? You're like, I got this guy. Boom. Oh.
Now, what do you recommend for a guy going from foot braking with slicks to a trans brake with slicks?
Really, it's going to test everything. It's going to test the entire driveway.
Actually,
So you put it in, and you let go of the button, and it's going to break something. And then you upgrade that, and then you let go of the button again,
Yep.
and it's going to break something, and then you upgrade that. And
I feel bad for the track guys because then I got to clean up my mess.
well, and
Hey, such is the game, man. Such
my
is the
father
game.
already dumped all of his dirty laundry on the track a year ago.
right. The couple of times I've blown up, though, I pulled it off, and I've helped them clean it up. So
Well, we appreciate your time, Adam.
Absolutely.
We really do. From one combat vet to another. Hey, man.
Thank you so much.
Happy 4th.
Absolutely happy 4th to you.
Thank you, Adam. It's great to meet
Awesome,
you.
guys. Thank you so
Let's
much.
get it done. Thanks.
Yep.